Okay, welcome back to reading. It's reading lesson, and by now you should have started your digital reading document. Jenny's letting me borrow hers today. Thank you, Jenny. And basically, what we're going to do is we're just going to revisit some old strategies just to make sure that you've got them and to get used to the digital reading document so that you know everything goes in there. It's your digital reading log and your digital reading notebook. And today I'm just going to look back at synthesizing across subtext, SOS we call it, which means help, but in this case it's just going to be look. And last day I read about this Blackpink news, and we talked about the setting, that the girls are all four in the studio and they're there. And as I said, it's very important to keep the link. So I go back to this link here and I can quickly click on it. And one thing I notice about the link is the date. I can see that the date is on March the 26th. So that's great that they're back together and they might be doing something together. And of course, Blinks and Blackpink fans are very excited about that. So the first thing I want to do is I want to check this source against another source. So I would go to the internet, of course. And what would I type in?
Yeah, I think you would type in, Jenny, are you guys going to make a comeback anytime soon? Is Blackpink going to make a comeback?
Yes, little Johnny, that's a great idea for typing in. After I typed that in, I came up with many sources about Blackpink comeback. As I said, there's a lot of different things coming out there. New song 2020. I did notice the dates on a lot of these, though. The dates on a lot of these date back to February 28th, 26th, 24th. Those are much older than the source I just looked at. So that's something I can compare. It's something I could write about. That the information about Blackpink comebacks seems to be coming from a date longer ago, and that's compare and contrast. The one that said they're together making new music was around March 26th, but the reports of their comeback come from February 26th, which is a month before. Okay, and there I have it. And I've got some compare and contrast stuff that I could do right here. It does says, of course, YG said that they're going to be making a comeback and it's going to be soon, and they're going to reward Blinks for their long wait, and that all sounds great. The only problem is, this is from 2 months ago, this article, and things that I've read since then might, of course, with the coronavirus coming out, they've already said they're delayed, and that's it. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to look at how does this work in terms of a reading strategy. So if I go back to the synthesizing across subtext, and I look at this and it says identify the subtopic to further remind them about what they already know. So we talked about it now. Blackpink's together. Blackpink's thinking of a comeback. YG said they're making a comeback. All of these are related. There's many articles. Now to make them synchronize, read a section of the text to learn the subtopic, and I did. I read it. It said they're coming back. And then connect this to what they already know. So what I already know is that Blackpink wanted to make a comeback late in 2019. They didn't. It was delayed till early 2020. Then I read further on that it's delayed further because of the coronavirus. And so I'm connecting it to things I already know. And then I read another section of the text, and then I can use the information from my text to make a reading document entry, and that's what I would do.